Hello everyone, it is now day 3 on board our cruise here on Diamond Princess. My name is Zach, I am the traveling man. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm on a very unique sailing, Diamond Princess in Japan. This is Princess's cruise. It stays in Japan just about year round, or at least it does now that the pandemic is over and everything. My very first Princess cruise, my very first time in Japan. So this is day 3. Today we're in the port of Aburatsu in the region of Miyazaki here in southern Japan. It's been a great day. I've just been off an excursion. Kind of a wild start to the day because we started the day with a tsunami warning. There was an earthquake this morning just off the southeast coast of Japan, a magnitude 6.6 that did trigger tsunami warnings for right here in Aburatsu. Thankfully, I was up at the Obi Castle town, which is higher elevation, so no concern for where we were. But it was kind of scary there for a few minutes, but just returned to the ship. And I did want to say, because our itinerary on this cruise, we started in Japan, we started in Tokyo, we had a day at sea. Today is our first official port of call in Japan. Now we are leaving Japan and we're going over to Busan, South Korea, where we'll be tomorrow, and we have an overnight there before we return to Japan, re-entering in Nagasaki. Now, because we are leaving Japan today, when we arrived back on the ship from the excursion I was just on, we did have to go through immigration's customs process. We did have to go actually get our passports stamped that we are leaving Japan, since we are going to South Korea. And then I guess we'll have to go through an immigration's process tomorrow when we arrive in South Korea, and then probably have to do the same thing when we leave their country, and then we'll have to go through immigrations again when we get back to Japan a few days from now in Nagasaki. So a lot of immigration processes, since this cruise does visit 2 different countries and you're sort of in and out of those countries. So just wanted to talk about that right up front and let you know, in case you're planning on doing this sailing, just know that there's a lot of, if you're going to South Korea and visiting those ports, you will have to go through immigrations and clear that a couple times throughout the course of the cruise. But yeah, that's the start of the vlog. This vlog is primarily going to contain just my ramblings as we go throughout the cruise, the things that I run into. Like I said, it's my first Princess cruise, so I'm learning a lot, I'm discovering a lot, and I want to share all those things with you. So that's the point of this vlog, is to share everything about the ship, the Diamond Princess, and the Princess experience with you. So yeah, that's a long intro, but come on if you're ready. Let's get this adventure here on board Diamond Princess started. Good morning from the ocean. Not a sea day. It's just one of those days where we have a late arrival into port. What a beautiful morning it is. It's actually very nice to see the blue sea and the blue sky and the sunshine, because for the first couple days of the cruise so far, we've not actually seen that. So we're really excited that there's actually some sun today. Really excited to be in South Korea. We are supposed to arrive at 12 o'clock. It is currently 8:51, so we should be there here in just another few hours. And I did book an excursion for today. Didn't have anything since it's a half day. I do have a full day tour tomorrow, but went ahead yesterday evening and booked one, because I was like, well, when am I ever going to be in South Korea again, anytime soon? So I'm supposed to be getting my tickets, because I did order them, after the beginning of the cruise. At the beginning of the cruise, all my cruise short excursions, because I booked them all through the cruise line, they were all here in the stateroom. But since I booked this one after that, they said they would drop it off. So I'm hoping that it's over there under the door. I just noticed my short excursion tickets are here. They did leave them. So that is very nice that they are here and ready to go. And I have to meet in the Princess Theater at 12:30 for that excursion. So it's now about 11 a.m. and we are sailing into Busan. We're actually sailing to the port up here. It looks like more of an industrial port, but you can see the main downtown area of Busan over there. So just yesterday I sent off some laundry to have done, because I traveled, and then I had some shirts for dinner and things like that just needed to be pressed. And within 24 hours, they're back. So tremendous. And also look how they sent them back. They sent them back on hangers. I mean, this is a t-shirt. This is just a regular, like, long sleeve shirt, another t-shirt, a pair of shorts. They hung everything up, y'all. I am so amazed. Like, kudos to Princess. Really taking care of me on the laundry. Less than 24-hour service, and they press things. These shirts have never looked nicer. Really impressed with that. Super fast service on that. And then the rest of my laundry's here in a bag. So great service, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I was so shocked that it came back so soon and that they hung like everything up. And if you're following along at home, that's just my sentiment in general right now, is I'm really impressed with Princess. Like, this cruise is going really good. I was thinking about it today, almost halfway through already. Can you believe it? And I was like, wow, I'm having such a good time. I was already found myself on Princess's website looking for a cruise for next year, because I'm already wanting to book something else with them, maybe a newer ship or something. But I'm enjoying the Diamond Princess. I'm enjoying the Princess experience. I'm enjoying this itinerary so much. Japan and South Korea so far have been amazing. But everything from, like, even the shore excursions I've been on have been tremendous. And just the way that they conduct the shore excursions and everything. The food has been good. The service has been absolutely tremendous. So if you're keeping track at home, of course, I always do a full review video and tell you all about the ship. I do my steps review. So that video is probably it's probably already out now on the channel, but if not, it'll be out soon. So check for that. But I just wanted to give you an update as we go along in this vlog that I'm having a really good time on Princess, and I'm looking to go on another one. Time is now 7:08 p.m. I'm on my way down to see the show tonight, because at 7:15 the show, they're actually having a Korean group come on board and do like a folkloric performance. I don't know what that entails, but I did see them getting on board when I was getting back on the ship earlier. So I think that's going to be tremendous, and I love that they're doing that. I've said it many times in these vlogs and in my vlogs since I've been doing YouTube, that I love cultural moments. I love fully exploring the ports of call. That means like taking in the culture and you know, just really getting a sense of a place. So I'm really glad that they're doing that, and I can't wait to see what that is tonight. And then right after that at 8 p.m. I have my first specialty dining of the cruise. I'm going to be eating at the Steakhouse. Now when I booked it, it's called Sterling Steakhouse, but I did see that they've changed it. It's now the Brazilian Steakhouse, and it's kind of in an odd location. They actually close half of the buffet. I think it's the starboard side of the buffet. They close it down at night and only have the port side of the buffet open. And on the starboard side, that's the steakhouse. And now it's a Brazilian steakhouse, where I presume they're going to be walking around and like cutting, you know, different cuts of meat, bringing it to the table. At any rate, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to report back. But a great night on board it's going to be. I'm going to head down to the show now, because I'm already running late. But I'll report back later and let you know how that was. We're just back in the room now from the show and dinner, and I'm stuffed, officially stuffed. Wow, I'm just going to input some clips here while I talk, but essentially they came around with 11 different meats, and I sampled all of them, so I am extremely stuffed now. They also had a very nice salad bar set up with all different types of seafoods. They had sushi, like all different types of salads, like potato salads and couscous salad, and just literally anything you could think of from like a salad bar, cold bar setup they had. And then they also had sides that they would bring around. So tried some mashed potatoes, some mushrooms, and also some Brazilian baked beans. Everything was good, and really for the price, it's $39 cover charge. That's quite cheap for a specialty dining on a cruise ship, or at least in my experience. It's much cheaper than other cruise lines charge for their specialty dining, so that was nice. And certainly for what you get, I don't even think you could go to a Brazilian steakhouse like on land somewhere and only pay $39. So I think that was a really good value. Of course, as I said, it was a credit to me, because I do have the Princess Premier, and that was 2 specialty dining credits. And there are 2 specialty dining venues on this ship. So in a few days, I'll be going to the Italian specialty dining. So you'll probably see that sometime in this vlog. But a great day. I'm gonna head to bed now because it's getting late, and I have another full day tomorrow in Busan. I'm so excited about it, but it starts at like 7 a.m. So I'm gonna go to bed now, but I'll talk to you real soon. Well, hello, it is now the next day, and I'm actually here in Nagasaki, Japan today, so completely different port. But I did want to say that the show last night, Born to Be Wild, was fantastic. I give it a 10 out of a 10. And I'll actually put some clips in here when I'm done talking of the show. But fantastic singing. The lead singer, the lead actress in the show, she was fantastic. So really impressed so far with the shows that I've seen here on Princess. I think there should be one more production show, probably tomorrow night, which is the last night of the cruise, because I know for a fact there's not one tonight. It's like a magician and something else. But anyway, Born to Be Wild was really good. And then I went to Kai Sushi for dinner, and all of this was complimentary. I'm gonna put in clips here of all the things I got. I started with a miso soup, really good. They also bring you green tea to the table. That was fantastic. And then I had like a selection of different pieces of sashimi, different rolls. I ultimately had a land and sea, or a turf and surf rather, roll that they had that had Wagyu beef on it, and shrimp tempura. It was really, really good, fantastic. Then concluded the meal with some matcha ice cream. That was all really good, and that was all included. I paid nothing for that. They said it was a $14.99 cover charge for that dinner, but because of my Princess Premier package that I bought, it was all included. So really good dinner there. Really glad I went. Really good to have really good, fresh, delicious sushi, especially while we're selling it in Japan. But I did want to note, since we are in Nagasaki today, I'm gonna turn the camera around here and show you something cool. So here is the port of Nagasaki, and I spent the day just north of here on up that way at the Atomic Bomb Museum. But let me pan around here. You see this is quite an industrial port on the other side over there, and then there's a bridge, and then more like crane looking things down there. So one of these places, I'm not sure if it's here. There is a Mitsubishi building right over there, so I'm not sure if it's that slot in that building or the one further down past the bridge. But at any rate, at one of these places is where the Diamond Princess, the ship I'm on, was actually built. It was constructed here in Nagasaki by Mitsubishi. It's one of two ships that are actually built here. I think the other one being the Sapphire Princess, if I'm not mistaken. But built right here in this port. So pretty cool that we're actually in the port. That never happens. Never have I been in a cruise ship, or on a cruise ship rather, in a port where that ship was built. So pretty cool, and just wanted to share that the Diamond Princess was built right here in Nagasaki, Japan, and today she's come home to provide us with an amazing day in port. And you can see that and more, all the ports in fact, on my shore excursion, cruise port video about all the ports we've stopped at in Japan and in South Korea. Like I said, I just am back in the room. So on the way up to the room, I actually ordered, what is it called? Order Ocean, which is essentially, you can order anywhere. It's like DoorDash. It's a $14.95 activation fee the first time you use it, and then it's free anywhere on the ship. You could literally be sitting on Lido out in a pool deck chair and get a delivery just like this. But I'm in my room. It's great to get delivery like this in your stateroom. And this is just stuff from room service, and then you can also get bar service too, any drink that you want. I always get bottles of water and sodas to put in my mini bar fridge. So anytime I make an order, I just tack on a few drinks just so that I have those here in the room. But I'll show you, this is the chef salad. That looks really good. I've not had this yet, but I've been eyeing it the entire cruise, so excited to try that today. And then let me set this aside and not drop it. The other thing I got was a hot dog. This must be from Trident Grill. Hot dog with fries. And yeah, this looks really good, so I'm gonna dig in. Good morning. One last time from the Diamond Princess. It's a sea day. It's a windy sea day too. And the sea is big. Some big waves this morning. Rocking the ship around a little bit. It's also very windy, so I'm gonna step inside. Yeah, good morning. The final sea day. I can't believe it. This cruise has gone by so fast. I think because there have been so many new things for me to explore and discover on this cruise, not only on the ship, my first time on Princess, but also just in Japan, and I've enjoyed it so much. This has been the most enriching trip that I've ever been on. So I'm just very happy and full of gratitude this morning. And yeah, so the last sea day, I'm gonna head down to breakfast. I've been debating in my mind. My schedule is like always, like coming together around food today, because I'm like, oh, it's my last day to eat like some of my favorites, So like the very first sea day, I had breakfast in the dining room, and they had some pancakes that were so good, and I'm like, maybe I want to try some more of those. So I think I'm going to go to the main dining room, the international dining room as it's called here on board the ship, and get some breakfast, get some of those pancakes, and then for lunch, I'm going to go back to Kai Sushi, because, oh, that roll, that land and sea surf and turf roll that I had the other night when I ate there, I've got to have it again. And that matcha ice cream, got to have that again. So those are my two big must-dos today. I'm going to take you out and about with me on the ship, though, and see what all we get into on this sea day. So come along, and we're going to end out this vlog strong on the final sea day here on board Diamond Princess. Before we get too far, I did want to remark, you see the Princess Prizes thing here. They advertise that being part of the Princess Premiere, and you know, you can do these prizes. It's been like this the entire cruise. Other than like that first day, I think I showed you all in another vlog, maybe this one, I don't know. But I know that I showed you all like the game working, but that's the only time it worked. It's not really worked since. It returned when the ship is at sea. We are at sea literally right now, but it said game closed for now the whole cruise. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, a little bit of, you know, how do I say this? Not miscommunication, it's just not advertised correctly, because Princess Prizes was part of the premiere package and it's been closed the entire cruise. So not happy entirely about that. It's not a big deal because it's just a dumb game on a door, you know, but still it's fun and I wanted to play. Well, hello. It's now been several hours since this morning, and I said I was gonna take you around the ship, and I've just been lazy. It's just a sea day, you know. It's like one of these cruises. This has particularly been a busy cruise because we had 4 days in port, and all new ports I'd never been to before. So I just feel like I've been very busy, like touring and seeing. And today I just want to enjoy this room because I have this amazing mini suite on board the ship, and I love it. I just did my room tour video, and I said in that video that I really think this is probably the best room I've ever stayed in, my favorite room I've stayed in. I've stayed in a lot of rooms. I think this is like my 27th or 28th cruise. So that's high praise. Just in my room tour, so look for that on the channel if you want to see more about this mini suite. But since I talked to you, I did go to breakfast, and then I also went to lunch. So I went to lunch at Kai Sushi, and I got there around 1 o'clock. They closed at 1:30, and there were so many people that they actually had expanded the dining room over to the Italian restaurant, which is adjacent to Kai Sushi. So they seated me over there, and they were seeing a lot of people over there. And I didn't realize that the lunch menu, which is only open on sea day, so it's only the second time this cruise that the lunch has been offered, but it's a different menu. There are 2 different options, and it's basically like a bento box selection. And I did ask, and that's still included on my Princess Premiere package, so that was good. But I really enjoyed it. I'm including clips here of that meal, and it was such a good meal. I really enjoyed it. I love the sushi in there. I've actually eaten more sushi this trip than I've ever eaten in my life, just because I'm in Japan, and it's just been really good. So I've really enjoyed that and really had a good lunch today. After that, I did go for another premium dessert because I'm like, why not? It's the last day of the cruise, right? Can't be too good when the cruise is coming to an end and it's sad and all that. But yeah, it's just been a really good day. I've really been a really good cruise. Like, I don't know. There's just something about Princess that I've really enjoyed. I was trying to think of negatives earlier. Not negatives, I guess, but things that went wrong, things that were not good this cruise. And there are very few instances, and the instances that I did have were just like, you know, slow service in the dining room last night. But I just want to let you know that I'm having a great sea day. It's a beautiful day outside. It's just very windy. The sea has been very rocky today. This ship has been moving around today, which is wild because the ship, by and large, hasn't been that crazy at all during the course of this cruise. Like, even the first day when it was really stormy, like, the ship was very stable. But today we have been moving, and I guess that's because we have to sail. We're sailing around 21 knots. We have to get back to Tokyo on time in the morning. So I guess that's why we're going so fast, and we can't slow down for the huge waves. Anyways, yeah, that's just me checking in this afternoon, and yeah, I'm just gonna be lazy. That's my goal for the rest of the afternoon. I need to pack, and I'll catch up with you this evening to let you know what I'm out and about doing, and we'll close out this vlog with that. Well, after I was talking about the Princess Prizes earlier today, something cool just happened. When I came back in my room, I went to open the door and it said I won $250 of onboard credit, and it would automatically be applied to my account. So that's pretty cool. It actually paid off, and that's like paid for half of the Princess Premiere. And I know I've mentioned a lot of Princess Premiere, but I feel like that is such a great value. Now I've got half of that cost back and got so many cool things included. So that was tremendous. One of the perks included was specialty dining, 2 specialty dining. And the first I went to the Sterling Steakhouse, and then tonight I went to the Italian restaurant on board, and whoa, I'm stuffed. That is a lot of food. So many courses in that meal, but all very, very good. I liked everything that I had. and I'm putting some clips in here, I'm sure, of the food as I talk. But everything was really good. The service was good. A great way to end this cruise. It's sad. I am like devastated that this cruise is over because I have had such a great time. Not only in Japan, of course, I love Japan and I can't wait to come back here, but because of Princess, y'all. Princess has been a great cruise experience. I love it. I'm already looking to try some of their newer ships. So stay tuned. I will be cruising Princess again, hopefully soon. I don't quite know yet when that might be. A great time here on Princess. So I'm ending it here. It is the last night. I need to pack. I have to go home tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching my videos from on board the Diamond Princess. I have had a tremendous time. I cannot stress that enough, the great time I've had here on board. And I can't wait to go on another Princess cruise sometime soon and bring you more Princess content to the channel. So please go down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.